many training camps you can run with the team that you have at this moment? Assume that you pick the team now. You need again need to understand our players. The under 20 team that we coached, we had 4 camps. All these 4 camps, 5 camps, all these 5 camps were planned that you in a school like March exam holidays. You need again the exam holidays, after exam holidays. Alright, that's how the under 20 team that we coached, and it was 5 to 4 camps. And all these 4 camps, the other 5 camps, all these 5 camps, 50% of the players from in Australia exam holidays. Again the exam holidays, after exam holidays. Alright, that's how the under 20 team that we coached, and it is from the school, and they need to travel for the training camp. So it was very challenging to make sure the players coming for a training camp. But there was a training camp where we had only 9 players showing up for a training camp. The training camp happened in Surat, and all these 9 players in Surat. So yeah, it was tough. And all these 4 camps, that's how we going. All these 5 camps, 50% of the players from in Australia. On the other 20 more places happening, that's how the other 20 we can have only 4 training camps. What we can do with these players is we can focus more on individual player training. So right now we know that 50% of the players from North, 50% of the players from South. We made sure we had 5 players in the coaching team, and we had effective sport training. So there was lots and lots of sport training happening in Chennai and Surat, like Goa, like Tejas from Goa, he often traveled to Surat to train with his boys, and that's how this training camp happened. So we made sure the individual training, the individual skills are taken care of during this phase, the individual training phase. And so it's an open team. It was slightly easy to have any, in my opinion, it was easy to have any structure. Whatever you write in certain place, it's a structure, it works. It's open. You don't need to think about which player has to play. Right? The team that I had, the average speed of the 40 yards speed of the team, the 20 boys team was 4.9 or 4.8. So everybody's fast. So yeah, we just tried whatever we wanted to experiment. So and the team bonding activities. For me, planning this activity, the team bonding thing, is equally important than having the training camp plan, the strategy plan. Because again, we are building a team here. It's not about any individuals here. We are building a team, so we have to make sure everybody in the team players should understand the teammates. So as coaches, it's very important for us to create an opportunity for them to understand the teammates better. We make sure we are eating together, staying together during the training camp, and yeah, it's very important to have the off-field plans. So the WCPU team that I coached in 2017, it was a senior team. Not everybody in the team is from school or college. We don't need to worry about like under 20 to have the training camp, and also it was very simple. The training camps can happen in only 3 places for WCP team. It is either in Mumbai, or Goa, or Chennai, because we can train where there is a beach. It's a beach team, and we had around 50% players from Chennai, so we chose to have all the training camps in Chennai. So the WCP team training camps was slightly easy to plan, because it's beach and 50% of the players from Chennai, and all this we decided to have one training camp every month. So it's a 3 days training camp. So it was easy to plan, but players made lots and lots of effort to travel. Like Suhani from Delhi has to travel all the way to Chennai for every training camp. She need to book flights, come to Chennai, train for 3 days, and then go back. That's how the beach team training camps happen. But regarding team bonding, since it's a senior team, what we tried was we chose an off-field captain. So we had captains, third captains, but we also chose off-switch captains. So we have a concept called on-switch and off-switch. So if there is something, like if you're talking about frisbee, it's on-switch. So when coaches say on-switch, players will be talking only about frisbee. We will not talk about anything else. But when you say off-switch, strictly no frisbee allowed. You're not allowed to talk about frisbee. So that's when the off-switch captains will take in there. Means they'll come with their activities, they'll take care of the team. It worked for us. So it not only worked during the training phase, but also worked in the tournament phase. I'll quickly tell you how it worked when I come to tournament phase. But yeah, the WCB team, the off-switch captains was working. And the under 24 team that we coached we had only 4 camps. One camp was the SEO tournament, and the period that we had, by the time that we finalized the team and we announced the team, we will have tournament coming in 5 months. So we have only 4 months in between. So we had one 10-day camp for this under 24 team. So because it was a Christmas, New Year time, so we had 10 days training camp and one tournament and 2 3 days camp in Chennai. So that's how the under 24 training camp happened. And the team bonding was taken care of by the players themselves. The under 24 team, it's lots of fun with the team. We had like 2 groups in the team. Like we had the 24, 23 years old in one group, and we have all the 16, 15 years old kids in one team playing cards, whatever. But it worked finally. So that made the coach's job a little easy, and I think that's what it's very important. In my opinion, we don't need to go and stress anything, something's happening there. I personally will not go and stress something on the players. When the team bonding activities happening there, as coach, what I need to do is give them more breaks. Breaks working, they're doing something on the break, it's working, rather than me going with some activity. By the way, we also tried something with the under 24 team, and we ended up having people talked about this. It's under 24 Indian Frisbee team / dance team. That's how we ended up their campaign. If you see many players who posted, they always talk about the dance. I feel it's very important to have that, because let's say on field, X and Y players will be the top. They're dominating everywhere on the field. But when it comes to off field, it's 8 players A and B, because it's dance. X and Y players has to go to the players A and B, and they're dominating here. So the balance was there. So that's why I feel having the team bonding activities and everything is important. Everybody feels inclusive, and everybody thinks they're contributing something to the team. So that happened in under 24 team / the dance team. And next, tournament phase, important. So yeah, I think before having the game plan for the tournament, I think it's very important to have the roles and responsibility for the coaches. So the 3 teams that we are talking about at this moment didn't have the same set of coaching teams. It was different. So in under 20, we had a huge coaching team. I think we had 6 coaches, including me. But only 3 coaches were able to travel to the tournament because of funding, visas, everything. So we made sure one coach was taking care of stats, and one coach was by the way, the under 20 team that I coached, not everybody in the team was able to travel to the tournament. We had 22 players, and only 16 players were able to travel for the tournament because of visa and like other passport issues or this. So, and it was a 7 days tournament. So we made sure one coach was always with the player, managing the mood, making sure let's say if 3 players get injured, that's it, we're out. We can't rotate players. And by the time we reached there with 16 players, we already had 1 injured player and 1 player sick. So on the paper we have only 14 players, even before the opening ceremony. So we made sure we dedicated one coach who will be taking care of the players in terms of stretch, or whether in the nutrition, or whether they're going to sleep on time. So everything was taken care of my own players, and myself and the other coach were working on all the strategies, and everything was taken care of. That's how the U20 team went. Under 24, again, we had during games we had one coach calling lineup, one coach reading the opponent's play and helping us during the strategy timeout, and we had another coach taking care of stats. The fourth coach will be managing the mood of the coaching team as well as the playing team. It's very important, because when we play a stressful game, people will get stressed. So we make sure we designated one coach who will be responsible for this. Many people ask me a question, what you guys were doing, you're awesome, you did this. When India-Australia game, Australia was 7, India 1. We were very calm on the setting. Of course, I was very stressed, I was I was nervous, what's going on, it's 7-1, I need to plan. So we made sure the coaching team was staying calm, making sure like VP or mind was giving me water between points, making sure that I'm okay, and the coaching team okay, and then players okay. See, I honestly feel if you don't have something in your tank, you can't give the energy to the team. So yeah, the coaching team helped me in that situation, and I think that reflected in the rest of the game. So it's very important to have the structure for each and every game and for the tournament phase, the entire tournament period also. So that's how the U24, the coach's role was there. And the WCB team, simple, we had only 2 coaches for the WCB team, so no need to plan much. So we had one coach calling lineup, taking care of strategy, the other coach will go and watch other team playing and bringing notes after the game. So that's how it worked. And players were responsible for on their own between games, lunch, and so that is how the WCB team went. Yeah, the game plan. I thought I'll quickly talk about this game plan. So all these 3 teams didn't have the same game plan. I'm a person who strongly believes in one game at a time. And I will not stress more about thinking what's going to come 3 days after the tournament or 4 days after the tournament. What's coming on the first day of the tournament. That is more important for me. And one game, my plans and everything will be for the particular game, not for the entire tournament. So having this game plan, of course, this U20 for everything, VP was one of the coach, and he'll take care of everything. Again, I'm not very good at having the plan for the entire tournament, but having one coach who will do this will always help you. So suddenly if I go and ask VP during the tournament, what will happen if you lose this game? What will happen if you lose the game? Who need to play against? What is the game plan? They have everything else notes. This plan has been made as soon as the schedule was out by the tournament directors. That's how the coaching team had. So the under 24s last year, the game plan that we had was to play 4 quarters. So we decided we'll play. So it's a 15 minutes. Sorry, it's game to 15 100 minutes game. We thought we'll play 4 game to 3s. That was our game plan. That's our game plan. So if you win 3 quarters, if you win 3 game to 3, that's it. Game is yours. And we had some specific goals for D line and specific goal for O line. So that is how the U24 went. U20 was very simple because we had only 14 players playing now. No lineups, nothing. Everybody do everything. So we thought, okay, go, all lineups and players on the line, call any strategy, players will go, they'll play anything they want. Of course, one advantage of the team, the reason that we didn't have any roles because the players were fast and they are all-rounder players. Again, it's based on the team. It's not like what we are doing, it's the team has everything. So we just randomly call some players, positions and play. We didn't have any designated handlers, cutters for the team. The U20s, we intentionally did that. But the actual plan was, even if the entire team went the 22, the plan was the same. We wanted to keep it that way. We didn't have any O-line or D-line for the under 20 team. WCBU was a little tricky. We had O-line and D-line for beach team, and that was the first time I'm coaching any beach team. And O-line, D-line, we changed everything 3 days of the tournament because we realized nothing was working, and we planned so much for the first game against Philippines. We were spending more than 1.5 months thinking about playing against Philippines, making plans for everything. First game for me in the beach balls coaching, the 45 minutes game went like this. I thought I just called the first strike, the game was over. So I need to just quickly adapt to the beach game, and the team adapted very well. So the first 3 days of the tournament was not good for the team, but the team adapted very well. That is where I felt having team bonding activities even during the tournament is very, very, very important. Because you can't expect the team to be in same level of mindset every day. The under 24 team last year, when we beat Australia the first day of the tournament, I know, and the coaching team knows, it's just first game. But you won't believe, the players were celebrating like they won the World Cup. But it was very tough for us to believe it's just first day of the tournament. But everybody, wherever the players were, they were like, oh, you guys just killed it. It's awesome game. Players like tournament done, we trained so hard for 4 months. We beat Australia, the number 14, and it's done. Secondly, we lost against Switzerland. So then the coaching like, okay, good. Now we are back to reality. So it's good. So I feel for me that situation was good, so that everybody can go and reset. But yeah, that is how. So we need to, as coaches, we need to make plans to have the mood same. Like even it's not only necessarily to be when you have bad day teams going down. You know, you can't only plan for this, but also think about teams going for when they are excited. You won't believe the other 24 team when we beat Australia next day. Usually we start warm up 1 hour before the game. Where players were changing the dress 1 hour before the game. And when we'll start the warm up? When we went there, oh, we beat Australia. We are here. We got all the message from the country, and a couple of players like, oh, I have injury here, I have injury here. The physio suggested me not to warm up, but I can play. Coach is happily said, okay, sit down, don't play this game. Doesn't matter. We just played one day, first game of the tournament. It's not the entire tournament. So that's how the under 24s went. But under 24s also had some team dance thing there. The WCW thing, why I mentioned having the off-switch captains was very important. It's because we planned so much for the tournament. Each team, 15 players. First 3 days we lost against everyone. Our actual seed was 16. And the 4th day morning we were going to play a game against Turkey, who are also like us, they lost every game. But if you win the game, we have to play against Sweden, who beat USA now. If you beat Sweden, then you can enter top 16, which is, at least you can be the same seed. So we had that situation. First day, team was going here, second day, team was going here, third day, we lost all games. So we were just thinking what can happen. So we thought, okay, this team will leave early to the accommodation, we'll meet in the night. Of course, the off-switch captain, Datri, and that was luckily one of the players' birthday. So they started celebrating. If you have time, I can show you videos later. They were dancing and everything during the tournament after 3 days of loss. Many things were happened that day. That made my job easy because that's how we practice here. The off-switch captains, whenever we say off-switch, they'll take over. No captains, no spirit captains. It's only off-switch captains call. So yeah, the off-switch captain changed the entire team. So it was easy for me to go and talk about the next day plan. And luckily we beat Sweden and we entered the top 16. So that's how the tournament thing went for WCW. So yeah, I think that is why it's very important to plan all these things even before you go and approach the tournament. So yeah, that is how all these teams had this plan. So all this team went. And I can't talk about the current team. Hopefully I talk about the current team the next conference, next national conference.
Running a slot already.
Any questions, team?
So, can you talk a little bit about these 3 teams and the sort of culture that you cultivated in all 3 of them? They must have been different because you were also looking at different age groups.
Sorry.
Do you actively cultivate a certain sort of team culture in each team?
Actually, to be very honest, I don't know what is team culture is. I don't have any definition. I don't know what is to be honest. But again, whatever team doing from the beginning, that's how we are forming the team culture. What we are doing now, it's the culture, UPI culture, the community culture. That's what I strongly believe in. So yeah, again, I'm a person who thinks about what's happening now, current, not about the future or past months. But yeah, I'll make sure every training camp we allocate some time for the team activities and we address if anything goes wrong or anything goes good. But I personally I never stressed anything on any team about team culture. I think it's all about how we are connecting ourselves throughout the campaign. That's how the team. That's what I started.
There's one example of building team culture that I think is important. Where let's say, can you guys hear me? Yeah. So, like for instance, let's say that you have a team with just all stars, right? And that's a dangerous sort of team to have where every player is like individually talented and like super amazing. So in that sort of a team, how do you create a culture where everybody puts the team first and not like their individual game time or things like that? So especially with like a national team, I was wondering how you do that.
Yeah. Okay. Now I understand. To be very honest, we will not be looking for all-star players on the team or all best players on the team. So that's what I mentioned earlier. The team culture starts on the selection table. If it's club team, it's there. You have to go as coach, but here it's on the table. So I think I'll quickly talk about the selection here. To be honest, I don't know what is best player mean here in Ultimate Frisbee. What is our best player? Let's say if we see someone is very fast, very good at vertical jump, very good at catching, who will throw to them? How they will be the best player. So yeah, I don't strongly believe in that. So in the team structure, there is no place to have any best players. But we have this much handlers, this much cutters, this much playmakers who is going to bring goals for us. And fast legs. Like we also keep some space for like last 1 or 2 spots for players. If you're missing something, that's what this spot will fill. Let's say you pick 15 players on the team, 2 spots. Look at the 15 spots of the players. Who's going to fill the next 2 spots? What we're missing? If we keep missing fast or speed legs, fast legs, we'll just pick fast legs. That's how the team has been picked. So I never been in a situation where I had only all-stars team in the team, and I personally against it. The selection will not purely happen only on what's in the stats or data. Let's say again, you can't have the entire team with how to say like handlers alone in the team. So that's how the team structure.
What he's trying to get to is last question is not the 2 star players. Could be a catcher, could be a so
Star players who play
who are good at their own chosen skill, right? So if you throw in this, the catcher keeps the same word, how do you handle that? Because there are bound to be instances where I get upset because you're off my throw and things like that. So
I think to answer this question, I feel this happens everywhere. Even in school team, this happens. So I think it's not necessary to be in national team alone. But yeah, how I handle this, I don't know. It depends on the situation. Maybe I'll talk to them, or maybe one of the coaches go talk to them, or maybe bench them. It depends on when they're doing, or maybe putting them in the same spot and make them learn from the mistakes. I think, but I think the answer is I never look for any all-stars team. But yeah, the current team that I'm coaching, WCBU, is many players who already played national team. So they already bring the experience onto the team. So it's already there. The under 20 team, when I was already coaching, they already fast legs were raw, but they're looking for more structure into the game. So it was never been a situation where I never been in a situation where players like, oh, I'm all star player, I know everything. What's next? So I don't know. I think it's right from the first day. I think my answer is how we are contacting from the first day, what we are addressing to the team. So usually the team that I pick, the first thing that I do is before announcing the team, when players call the coaches or the selection team, this is what happens. The selectors will tell the players whether they are in the team or not. If they are in the team, yes, they have to call the head coach by certain deadline. That's the first thing. Before this happens before the team announcement comes. So the selected players will call me and we'll have a chat about how this team is going to go. So I'll set my expectation very clearly. Like this team will be doing this much training. So this WCB team that I'm currently coaching as these players, all I want is 1 weekend from you. 1 weekend, Team India should be a high priority. So make sure you're coming for the training camp. And there's a chance that I'm not going to promise you any game time. There's a chance that you may not play any game at any point, but there's a chance that you might have to play Savage. If you're ready for this is your chance. You choose it. So as coach, I set all the expectations. If you're ready, take this, or it's up to you. So that is what happened with all this team, all these players. So I made the players take the decision to choose whether they have to be in this campaign or not. So yeah, I think again the culture starts from there. I clearly set the tone there. I think that worked.
Team India one unit, putting aside all their differences?
Yeah. I believe there's no any particular incident here as such. I'm just thinking something happened in the past.
No,
Yeah.
it's a situation that might present itself, right? How do you handle a situation like that? Bring them all on the same page.
Yeah. I think there will been a situation. What worked for me is just addressing the team then and there. That's what worked for me every time. So I'm talking to the team, talking to the players, immediately right then and there. I'm just trying to see is there any situation, example that I can give, or if you have an example, we can talk about it. Because I particularly never plan for any such things. Okay, maybe I can give something. Yeah, so this Team India, the current team that I'm coaching now, is what we decided is we didn't expect. Okay, the team that I'm coaching now, we thought okay, we are aiming to go for this, entering knockouts. This is we're training for this, but there's a chance that we may lose a particular game or any crucial game and get out. The team is going to be down and people is going to start blaming each other. Or people like, oh, you made a mistake, this is what might happen. So this Team India, what we did, the current team that is ready for Japan, we kept a box. In the box, every player has to be the situation before. So they need to sit, think, what will happen in Japan. Let's say we lost all games in the third day, we are out of top 10, top 12, but still the tournament is there. What they want the team to do at the particular time, right? So all these players wrote everything in a paper, they put it in a box. And we in the sense, I picked only top 5. It's in the box right now, we didn't open the box. We are going to take this box to Japan. When we feel, the team feel, okay, we are in the situation, there is no unity, we are just, something's going wrong, some negativity is there, we wanted to keep the box in the middle and take one paper from the box and see whatever written in the box, the entire team has to do. And we did this when everybody's agreement, so everybody on the same page. To be honest, nobody don't know what's there in the paper, what's going to come. We call this as box system. So coach box is giving this box, players putting this, and player box will take this. So there's a chance that we may open this box during the tournament, or there's a chance that we may not open the box at any point during the tournament. We can happily break this box, but there's a chance that we might have to open this box all 5 days. So I don't know how it will go. I can talk about this. I can experience this. I can talk about this in the next conference. But yeah, something like this I usually plan. But again, it depends on the team. I know what kind of thing. Like for example, U20 team. Yeah, U20 team. There was a language issue. The teams. Everybody's passed. First training camp. 2 players. One player from north, one player south is meeting for the first time in their life, and they're already national team. And that's how it is. This player speak only Tamil. This player speak only English. It was a big challenge. I was coming up with lots and lots of things, trying. Me addressing the team itself, I need a translator. When I say something, English translation, Hindi translation, Tamil translation, and then only I can address the team or any individual. So we tried lots of things like Liz actively, she was bringing lots of system. But then what we realized was, one day we went for a break, all the coaches. When we came back, the players were watching Mr. Bean in the Xbox room. No language, nothing, but I saw the 2 players that I mentioned from north and south, 2 top players. They just this player lying down on this player's lap and then watching the game together. Actually, we had planned. So what I immediately mentioned to the coaches was like, let's not do anything, let them watch this game. So what we realized was, okay, this group of, because they're young kids, they like to watch movie. So next training camp, they started watching scary movie. We started arranging more movie thing. They went to scary movie, like some movie release that time. Manager booked tickets for them. So we encourage more such activities to bring them. But yeah, these are things we force them. But other than that, we are not ready for, like other than the speech team, like the box system, we didn't have anything especially trained for it. But yeah, in my opinion, setting the tone from the beginning always helped me. It's like, this is how the team is going to go. If you're interested, because I think that's very important. It's not like I can't go with the team, this is my expectation, I'll go with this, players coming up with some different expectation. Before starting the camp, make sure everybody's in one team. That's how.
So, you talked about the under 20 team. So, you had all these ideas, strategies to bring the team together. So, but I know what happened, maybe not everybody knows, but can you share some of the, how did the managers and the coaches handle the situation when some of the team members could not go to the tournament? Because their visas didn't come through, the passport didn't come through, and there were some challenges there, right? So how did all the team bonding help there? How did it help? Could you share some? Please explain the background also.
So the under 20 team, so we decided to have last camp in Mumbai, and the team will go from Mumbai to Poland. That's what we planned. We already know that a couple of players was not able to come because of their passport issue. Now, remaining players from Chennai, they packed all their bags, told their parents that they're going for Poland, tournament ready, bye-bye, they're trained now, they're coming on the way, and we're waiting for visa, because tournament in 1 week. We thought we'll train together. If visa gets rejected, everybody's visa is going to get rejected, we will go home. If we get visa, the team will go. That's what we decided. But when the players were traveling in train, I got information that one of the coach visa and one of the players visa got rejected. So I need to convey this message to this player so that this player can get out in Mumbai and at least can reapply for the visa. We can find out. So that was the situation we were at. And so yeah, it was tough. But it's immediate. I need to talk to the players first. So that's the right thing to do. So I called the player and I told this is the situation, and also the coach, and I asked them to get down in Bombay. They went and they thought they can reapply. So there's one chance. If they get visa in 2 days, they will miss the opening ceremony and they both can come. We had that much fun to book their tickets. They can come for the second day of the tournament, and we already spoke to the tournament directors. They are okay with that. If not, that's it. They have to go home. And some of the Surat players' visa also got rejected or passport. So the entire team was down. So we called all these players, regardless of what, they came to Surat camp, and we had a just ceremony here in India, not during the tournament. So everybody was talking about their experience and this. Of course, players were crying, coaches were crying, many things happened. It was emotional. Many things happened because the team that we, the under 20 team that we trained was, we always talk, we are brothers. We call each other brothers. It's not more than for. So we like Team India as brothers. We're going to play for our country. That's how the team trained. Now the players were not able to come. They were giving jerseys to all the players. That's what we tried. And these players gave jerseys and sent off them. And we went to the tournament. Opening ceremony started. And these players were not coming. All these players went to change their uniform. They didn't come. I was like, it's getting late. I was asking Hardik, one of the managers, like, it's late, where are the players? Other teams were here, we need to go check. Hardik went, Hardik was not coming. I was like, Dikaka, what happened to this place? Dikaka went, she is not coming. I was like, okay, I'll go now. I went. All these players out of like restroom, all these players having team huddle. And it was very emotional. They're already crying, they didn't wear Team India uniform. I asked them why, what happened. They're like, we're missing our brothers and we're going to play for our brothers. Team India second, we're going to play for our brothers. And all these players called their brothers, video call everything, and they changed their uniform, and that's how they went for the ceremony. That's how this team was trained. So this has been told from the beginning, like the word brother or this, but yeah, this is what happened with this under 20 team. But the players surprised me. I didn't expect that from the 18 years or 16 years old kids.
So we assess as a captain?
I personally do. I do have goals for me before I start the campaign, and also we'll set goals for the coaching team. I never recommended any individual goals, but how we make it, we have team goals and coaching team. They have their internal goals that we are working towards. With players, of course, I have one-on-one conversation, but every 2 weeks we revisit their training program. So there's an individual goal that has been set by the players, and they have to work towards it. So coaches will help them set the goal. We are not given it's like a player setting a goal. Okay, this 2 weeks I'm going to work on my forehand. I'm going to spend 20 minutes. So the player will be working on the students. Coaches will make sure this is happening, or if they need any help with the training program, coaches will provide them training program. But they have to work on their individual skills and set their goals on their own. Sometimes players will come, I have no idea what goal I should set. So coaches will help them.
In game against Australia, there was 7-1 down. What did you do to change? 7-1 or whatever.
So when score was 7-1 against Australia, actually when 6-1, if you have time you can watch the game. I watch the game often. But by the way, the game was very different. When I was there, it was very different. When I watched the game, it was very different. More nervous. But when the score was 6-1, all I wanted was to put a couple of goals on board. I know the wind was there, and we're looking for one offensive score. Then I had the confidence our defense will definitely bring at least 2 goals before this first half. So we didn't aim to finish the half at the time because we can't aim to get 7 points in a row. So 6-1 we made a timeout. We made sure people were calm down, understand the strategy, and we pumped up the team, gave speech and everything. We lost the point. It's 7-1 now. So we thought, okay, we have one more timeout. We'll use the timeout. We use the timeout, and this is what I think I told the team. It's done. Or we're done with everything. If we are very nervous and if you're thinking about this is the worst thing that can happen. 7-1, we are already there. So let's not worry about what's the worst thing going to happen. All we're going to do is going to take 1 step higher. So if you're thinking about drop catches, we already dropped it. If you're thinking about losing one, we're already there. So we can't think about this. All we can do is just go up. So it's pressure for Australian team, not for us, because they're at the top. They should be maintaining themselves because they should not fall. All we can do is go up, and that's what we did. And we finished the first half 7-8. They surprised me, but it worked. But luckily we didn't have any time off, so we were thinking, we need one more time off. Luckily the Australian team took some time off for us. No, when the team was 7-1, the team didn't want any strategy advice from me because I know we need to score the offense point, we need to play with defense. So I want to make sure that everything is under control. All you need to do is just focus on the game, and it's done. We're already done. No more worse things can happen. That's what we spoke about.
What happens to a team after the tournament? Does the team stay together, the culture? What happens after? This is Sachin's question, by the way.
Yeah. No, so far, that's something we've been thinking about this. So far, what happened was the campaign over, and then the team will be having the final closing ceremony or something. They're talking about everybody's experience, and the coaches will have their experience separately and set up. People come, the WhatsApp group will be active for next 1 month, and then slowly you go. That's what happened in the past. But the beach team that I'm currently coaching, what we have decided is to be surprising for some of the players. What we decided is the coaches we recently decided to have a follow-up training camp after the tournament to meet as a team. So that the players can book their tickets even before going to the tournament, so that we come back to Chennai, meet at one place. Regardless of what the result is, we'll have training camp, no more sprints, but meeting as a team, talking about our learnings, what is our next action items, what we're going to do as a team. We did something, so that's our plan. So I don't know how it will go, but that's the plan for the current beach team.
Talk immediately about the planning.
Okay, team. Thank you and all the best.